Okay, Shalom, Shalom, Kwam Yasha'Allah, Koholoimla Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Kaha Hadash, double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who rule well, and that by the Spirit taught us this beautiful truth. Just want to say the water to all the H.I.M and H.I.M that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai to the best of their ability. This is Hanan the Waf, just coming at you with another quick lesson, praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. And the wild, wild world of Esau. This man is the cruel enemy, man. So it says, Denmark Zoo asked for people to donate their pets to feed its predators, right? So I'm reading through the article, and I'm thinking like, well, you have a zoo. I'm not sure how it's funded. Most zoos are funded, I guess, by the state, federal, whatever the fuck. I know this is another country, but it has to do, you can't just have a zoo without the fucking government being involved, I don't think. So why would you need to do something like this when you should have the funds to actually just feed the animals? Now, I will say, I forgot that as I was reading the article that they want them to kind of like be somewhat in their natural habitat, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? To be running something down and chasing something down. But if you left them in their original habitat, you wouldn't have to do that, right? So let's get some of the article, because it's pretty cruel, man, when I was reading some of this shit. It says, a Denmark zoo is asking the public to donate their pets, particularly chickens, rabbits, and guinea pigs, so that they can feed them to the zoo's predators, which is basically your lions, tigers, I guess bears, possibly, whatever. It says, in zoos, we have a responsibility to imitate the natural food chain of the animals. Well, you wouldn't have to imitate it if you left them animals where they were. But this is Esau. This man enslaves everything, man. Okay, but it says, in terms of both animal welfare and professional integrity. Hell out of here, man. The request created a backlash online, with many disagreeing with the practice. But the zoo said the purpose of the program is to make sure nothing goes to waste and ensure natural behavior, nutrition, and the well-being of predators. Because, the Lord, he has a natural process of animals, you know what I'm saying? Or the death of an animal, it may be involved with maggots, flies, worms of the earth. So, they're cleaners for the earth, buzzards, certain types of birds, you know what I'm saying? Eat stuff like that, as well. So, this thing, nature should just be running its course. But Esau, he fucks with everything, man. Okay, but it says, the zoo also said they would accept horses, which they euthanize and slaughter for food, though they said that the zoo's needs vary throughout the year, and there might be a waiting list. So you just gonna slaughter the horse, man. Like, okay, so you got them in the damn zoo. It's not like you're not gonna imitate these animals being in their natural habitat. You just can't do it. I get it. They set up little shit to make it seem like you might go in a gorilla exhibit or something, and they got a couple of little trees and shit they can climb, little shit like that. But it's not actually like them being in their natural habitat, man. Okay, but it says, for horses, the zoo said it receives a horse as a donation, and the owner of the horse can obtain a tax deduction for the value of the horse, according to the zoo's website. And again, hey, if it's natural habitat, it's the jungle, something gonna be hunted and something gonna be the hunter. That just is what it is. But to be doing shit like this, like matter of fact, they check this out. Okay, it goes on to say the zoo also said they will accept chickens, rabbits, and guinea pigs on weekdays between 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. and no more than 4 at a time. The practice is not unheard in Denmark. In 2014, the zoo garnered attention on social media when it killed a healthy giraffe and fed it to their predators. That's crazy, bro. You killed the damn giraffe? Now, like I said, if this was the jungle, because see, those giraffes, man, you know what I'm saying? Hey, them boys got some sprint in them, man, because they tall, got them long-ass legs. They look like they moving slow, but they cover ground fast as shit. And, they got them powerful legs. They can kick their, predator and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, again, if his ass get caught up, he get caught up. But, This should be some natural habitat type of stuff right here, man. But Esau, again, he enslaves and encages everything, man. And you know that we're in times, because it said that the man of sin, the son of perdition, will be revealed before the coming of the Lord, man. And I can grab that, but I wanted to get this part. It says, hey, damn, they just killed the damn giraffe, man. I was just looking at the giraffe videos yesterday. The damn giraffes, man, is beautiful. Okay, it says 4 lions, including 2 cubs, were also euthanized several weeks later to make room for a new male lion. So you killed off 6 lions for 1 lion. It says the lions were euthanized for not being able to defend themselves against him. Well, okay, that's a part of the jungle, man. But if they were in their natural habitat, they probably would. Here you go. You bringing in pretty much, I'm assuming, a wild one. Now, if you've had these other lions in cage, and that's spirit too, because that can go into Judah. Who would rile up Judah, man. Judah is it's symbolic of the lion. And you bring a real lion out of the wild and you put him with these other lions, what the fuck you think gonna happen? And you've been petting these other ones. They just used to laying around. They're not covering no ground. They're not, because lions, man, motherfuckers can walk miles, man, within a day. You know what I'm saying, man? And run down prey and actually be doing that thing. But here you go, you got them all lazied up and some goddamn cozy little den. Of course, when this newer lion come in and he got expertise as far as your experience, out in the wild, what do you think is gonna happen? But that just lets you know these people, man, they see, this is why we need the Lord to come, man. You Edomites, you won't be in charge of nothing else when the Lord comes, man. That's crazy, bro. It says if you have animals that has to leave here for various reasons, feel free to donate it to us. The animals are gently euthanized by trained staff and are afterwards used as fodder. Crazy, bro. Anyway, I mean, come on. Them pretty ass giraffe right there, man. You just killed an animal that majestic, man, and just to feed to the damn lion. What? And it's zoos all over the world. Esau got a zoo. He done went and rounded up and captured animals for every single fucking major city in the world. There's a damn zoo. You done disrupted the whole ecosystem with that bullshit, man. Them animals, all animals and insects and from spiders to whatever the fuck they are, they have a reason for being here. And see, Esau, he's the destroyer of the earth, man. He throws things off course. But let me just grab that one that I quoted. I wasn't gonna keep this long. This is 2 Thessalonians 2:3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come. What day? The coming of the Lord. Except there come a falling away first. And that falling away was with us as Israelites. And you see what the earth is looking like with the righteous being in captivity, man. Or Jake just fell off, because when the Lord comes, the righteous are going to go back into authority, and there's not going to be none of this shit that Esau got going on, man. But it goes on to say, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. The man of sin, the son of perdition, that's being revealed right now is Esau. Esau became the progenitor of the so-called white race, man, the Edomites, or Idumeans in the Greek. These are the wicked, man. And actually, you know how we know they're wicked? Let me go into, I'll come back here. That Job 9:24. Because they're the ones that's empowered to even be pulling shit like this off. Imagine some niggas talking about we gonna go and round up some animals and we gonna have a zoo. No, you're gonna have to go through Esau. You're gonna have his paperwork. You're gonna have to be like, this man got special darts. He got special serums, you know what I'm saying? And he'll shoot into the damn animal, keep him sleep. He know how long the damn animal gonna be sleep. He's doing all kinds of experiments on them and shit. He putting damn microchips on them. He putting cameras and he putting GoPros on them and shit. This man all in the oceans. He putting that shit on birds. So this man, he's gotta go, man. This motherfucker, he chipping turtles and shit. And whales and dolphins. And, this man got goddamn Sea Worlds and shit. Like, come on, bro. Matter of fact, they actually had the you remember they had the nigga zoo in same spot over, I think, over in London, where they had Jake in cages, man. You know what I'm saying? As exhibits and shit for these for the real caveman. Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? So the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, man. He's running the earth. Again, let some so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans talking about, oh yeah, we want a zoo, and we just importing damn animals from wherever in the world. We out here with rifles and shit. You know what I'm saying? With the damn the dart. And shooting the damn animal and knocking him out for 8 hours to transport him in a damn airplane, somewhere. No, this is Esau, man. This man is being revealed. This is how you know how close we are, man, to the Lord's coming. And you need to repent to the Father Yahweh in the name of his son Yahweh Shai. Because things is getting close, man. This right here is the indicator of the closeness. It says that the Lord will not come. Matter of fact, let me go back to that because I wanted to get the next verse. 2 Thessalonians 2:3. Again, it says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worship, so that he is God, sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. And this is what this man does, man. First off, he pushed white Jesus on the world. You Google God and you're going to see a butt-naked white man pop up. Like, this man, he's the wicked, man. You cannot get around it, bro. That's cruel as hell, man. I can't even imagine. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at this giraffe, man. That's crazy. You just killed the damn giraffe and then you killed 6 lions for the sake of one. Why didn't you just put them in another cage? Why didn't you just separate them or something like that? Crazy, bro. Anyway, I didn't want to keep this long, man. Let me check out some of these comments, though. It says, this person says, let's see if I have this straight. A zoo in Denmark wants people to have an emotional attachment to a beloved family member that's old, volunteer to turn them over, have them euthanized to captive big cats. Yeah, man. Somebody that's horrifying. Says if you cannot afford to feed your caged animals, let them back in the wild. That's what I said. Why do you have these animals, man, and you can't afford to feed these animals? Come on, bro. Wow, this dude said they should use criminals. Golly. Death row inmates. Most have been there forever. Yeah, hey, Esau would do something like this. What would you think Trump was talking about with alligator that Alcatraz? That's exactly what he was talking about. He was on TV. Now here you go, the American president talking about immigrants being eaten up by goddamn alligators. Prideful as hell, man. And we don't put nothing past Esau, because remember, they was using our babies as alligator bait too. So this man got a track record of just cruelty, man. Somebody says they euthanized 4 lions so that they could get 1 lion. No, that was 6 lions, I think it was. I might have got it wrong. No, I thought it was 4 lions and 2 cubs. Oh, 2 of them might have been cubs. But either way, because the lions that they had couldn't defend themselves against the new lion. Anyone else bothered by this logic? It says, I'm definitely bothered. They said 2 cubs. Yeah, man, them, how would they be, Anyway. Fuck it. Here you go. See, somebody else said the same thing. We have a shitload of illegals. Will that help? See that? And it shows you, hey, this is how Esau think about you. These are Edomites. See, somebody else said, no, not the pets. How about illegals? This is how they really feel. They see you, Jake, as less than an animal. And you trying to tell me that this is not the man of sin, the son of perdition. This man is the wicked, man. This is how he really feels about you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. This is why we say be careful around these people, man. Says if that's the kind of people that live there, I'll never visit the country. Well, there's a certain degree to all you Edomites. Russians are a little bit different than, the Germans, so on and so forth. But all your whole damn race is wicked. Yep. Somebody says, oh my God, this is why they're best left to their own devices out in the wild, where they belong. They should climb in and sacrifice themselves for the choice they made. Yeah, man. I say they should. But this is Esau. Matter of fact, I've never even, I should ask Chat GPT. Let me ask Chat GPT how many zoos there are in the world. How many zoos are there in the world? God damn, it says there are approximately 10,000 to 12,000 zoos worldwide, depending on how broadly the term zoo is defined. Here's the breakdown. About 1,000 to 1,300 zoos are formally accredited or recognized by major zoo associations like WAZA. I see. And these are Edomites. Edomites are in control of this. Even in Africa. When you look at, the little bullshit that be in over there, these niggas, you can see that who's in control. I think, what the fuck was that I was watching? I was watching it, on Saturdays, they show the Animal Channel hookup. And I'm just looking like, well, damn, you how is it you just you so-called white people are in Africa fucking with all these animals. Matter of fact, they was putting radioactive shit into the I think the horns of the rhinos or something like that, talking about to keep people from poaching them. Matter of fact, let me see if I can find that. I don't know. Something may pop up, y'all. So Salakia. It says, yep. It says, yes, this is a real world initiative underway where rhinos are being given radioactive horns to help deter poachers. What's happening? Yep, it was in South Africa. I just seen this shit on TV. I think it was Saturday before I was getting ready to go to camp. It says a South African-based conservation effort called the Ryostope Project, led by the University of Witwatersrand, probably pronouncing that shit all wrong, injects tiny amounts of radioactive isotopes into the horns of rhinos. It says, why is this being done? Detection at borders. The embedded radioactivity triggers alarms on global radiation portal monitors used at airports, seaports, and land crossings, making smuggled horns easier to identify and seize. Market deterrent. Man, anyway, bro. Say, is it safe? I won't even, come on now. They gonna tell you it's safe. It says the radioisotopes dose is extremely low, and extensive health monitoring, including blood tests, show no harm. Yeah, right, bro. You're listening to these motherfuckers. Criticisms and ethical considerations. Yeah, people don't be with a lot of this shit. Because you do have Esau. Yeah, this was the video I seen right here. And they got the damn Ryan on a damn IV, bro. Look at this, man. And look at who it is. This is South Africa. Look who's doing it. Appears to be Edomites. Don't get me wrong. There's some Jake out here that look like this. But this is some Edomite activity, bro. These people are cruel as hell, bro. And they fucked this planet up. Let me end out with that. It's crazy, bro. Revelation 11 and 18, and the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give a reward unto thy servants the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth, man. Damn, whales been you know, these whales that beached themselves, I think last week, man, there's like 12 or so of them with their stomachs empty. Like how the, you know, just everything this man put his hands to, man, it just turns to shit, bro. And these are the destroyers of the earth, and they're gonna be destroyed, man. So with that, I pray that this lesson was edifying. Kwame Yasha Allah on the Bible ball.